There is a version of losing everything that looks from the outside, like the end of your story. I have been in that version where the thing you built over years came apart in a season, where the thing you loved was gone before you understood what was happening, where you looked around at what remained, and what remained was not enough to rebuild what you had lost. And in that place, something happened that I was not prepared for. I heard the quietest possible version of a voice I had heard before. And what it said was this: Now I can build you into what I had in mind before you started building it yourself. Job lost everything. His children, his wealth, his health. The text says he fell to the ground and worshipped, not because losing everything felt good, but because somewhere in the catastrophe, he understood something that most of us spend our entire lives trying to avoid understanding, that what God builds is more permanent than what we build. And sometimes the only way to receive it is to no longer have anything in the way. I build my life on things that found much solid ground, till the morning when I watch them all come down. I reached for what I thought was mine to keep, and found my hands were holding something incomplete. And in the rubble of the things I thought I needed, I found the silence I had always been avoiding. Because silence is the language of the thing that has been waiting for the noise to stop. And I heard it in the wreckage of the year, the quietest voice I had ever tried to hear, not loud enough to reach me through the building, only loud enough to reach me through the loss. I lost everything, and God said, now I can build you. I lost everything and found the thing I was lost in the way. Every wall I built from wood instead of stone was a wall that had to fall before I could come close. I lost everything, and God said, now I can finally build you. There is a verse in Jeremiah 1:10 that I think most people read too quickly. God says to the prophet, "See, I have set you this day over nations and over kingdoms, to pluck up and to break down, to destroy and to overthrow, to build and to plant. The building and planting come last. Before them, pluck up, break down, destroy, overthrow." God does not build on what was already there. He clears the ground first. And sometimes what looks like destruction from inside the story is preparation from outside it. I used to think that loss was the opposite of grace, but grace was in the falling all along. It was clearing out the ground that I had claimed, so something permanent could finally come.
Was it feels more clear than the wind down? Does not shake when the next storm comes around.
It does not need the things I thought were strength. It only needs the depth. He digs the
What you call devastation, he called preparation. What you call the ending, he called foundation.